Today we're out with Barry on the hooklift truck, one of the more technical rigs in the bin boy fleet. We're going to get to see him do a skip swap over, tarp it off and run it to the tip. But this isn't your simple drive-in, drive-out job. The site he's going into has obstacles everywhere. Tight access, low clearances, the kind of place that can catch out even an experienced driver. Lucky for us, Barry's been doing this a long time, and he's going to give us a proper look at what it takes to handle a hooklift job the right way, and why experience makes all the difference.
So we're in a hooklift truck today, what we call an 8x4, 4 axles, basically to carry the weight, and hooklift configuration on the back, capable of pulling on the back about 15-tonne payload. And we're going to Blackburn to swap over a bin that's on site. He's lucky he's got his dad doing it.
The site we're headed to today has no shortage of obstacles for Barry to tackle. So here's the game plan. Barry pulls the truck in at this entrance here. The skip he needs to swap over is actually located underneath this awning, which runs alongside the customer's building. We've got a large trailer here that's being unloaded and can't be moved, and a long row of pallets stacked through this area, making access to the skip a lot more tricky. This area can't be used as we have cars and other trucks coming in and out. Barry will need to pull forward and drop the replacement skip in this area here. Move to this area and reverse in from here so he has enough swing. Reverse down underneath the awning between the delivery truck and the building. Pick up the customer's skip, pull back out and drop the skip here. Reverse back down to pick up the replacement and slip back under the awning to drop off. And head back out to the full skip to tarp up and head off. Yep, this one's going to take some skill.
when I'm teaching guys to drive these trucks, I always emphasise the main thing they need to double check are these things here. Get out and check that before you drive off. If you've got a big high bin on and they're not locked in, it'll tip off going around the corner and tip the truck over. That's something I teach everyone. Get out and check that before you drive off. That's the PDA switch there, turned on there, so as soon as I hit that, turn it off, the throttle advance drops out, so hit that, revs up to 1,000 revs automatically. Don't want it revving over 1,000 revs, and you want it set up so you can't drive off with the PDO in while you're driving down the road, or it will cook the hydraulic pump. So here you got your up and down tilt, so that when I tip that up, the body will go up. You'll see that when we tip off, and other functions, and that one's for them bin locks I was talking about. So that red light comes on, that's when the bin locks are out, so that's a warning. Bin locks in. But as I said, number one is before I drive off, because I've worked that function, I'll double check those bin locks are in. Right, we'll head out to tip it off way out the other end of town.
You can see how different hook lift work is compared to the other trucks, and what goes into doing it properly. Lining it up, swapping it over clean, and securing the load. Over at the recycling facility, Barry removes the tarp, getting ready for the fun part, tipping off. And that's a hook lift job done. One solid bin swap, a solid tarp, and a clean run to the recycling centre. As you can see, there's a lot happening behind the scenes to get a skip on and off safely. We'll see you on the next run.